Hi guys, for my architecture project, I'm doing it on Willie Park Jr. So to get started on Willie Park Jr., he was born February 8th in 1864 in Scotland. He was born into a golf family. His father, Willie Park Sr., won the first Open Championship in 1860. Willie Park Jr. then went on himself to win it in 1887 as well as 1889. And he also placed in the top 10 12 times in his career with the Open Championship. He decided to become a full-time golf course architect in his mid-30s, and before then he was a full-time professional traveling and playing competitively. He now has 170 golf courses designs to his name, as well as he wrote The Game of Golf in 1896, which was the first book ever written by a golf professional, as well as he wrote The Art of Putting in 1920. And then his family owned a business his entire life, and he ended up just kind of taking over that midway in his career, dealing with golf course architecture, and he also was able to patent a couple club designs there as well. So for the notable designs for Willie Park Jr., we're going to start with the Old Course at Sunningdale Golf Club in Berkshire, England. It's his first well-known design, built in 1900. Willie built the course on a heathland property, which was thought to be super unsuitable for golf due to its dryness, and it's basically just like very thick, dry bushes all over the land, but he was able to make it work, and that was kind of his first rise to fame, where people realized that he had something in the golf course architecture kind of business and knew what he was doing. It wasn't just another name out there trying to make money. He really wanted to do something different. The next one is the Weston Golf and Country Club in Toronto. This was built in 1909. It's a private club. Hosted the 1955 Canadian Open. Probably one of the biggest things it's most famous for is that it's Arnold Palmer's first professional victory. That's very huge in just the history of golf. And it's a par 72, and every year it hosts an annual elite amateur men's Willie Park Jr. Memorial Tournament held over 36 holes in one day. And this started in 1925, right as his passing, and it's been a tradition ever since. Next up is the Ottawa Hunt and Golf Club in Ottawa, Canada. It was designed in 1924 with 27 holes, the gold course, the red, and the blue course. It's hosted the 1932 Canadian Open, as well as the 2008 Canadian Women's Open, and is a par 72 course. And the next course is the Maidstone Club in East Hampton, New York, founded in 1894. It's had 5 total architects in the course's history. Willie Park Jr. was the 3rd architect, and so in 1924 he designed a course expansion of 80 acres, which really kind of just expanded the whole property in total, and it's just kind of made Maidstone what it is today because of Park's renovations. It's a private club as well as another par 72. Next up is the New Haven Country Club in Connecticut. It was redesigned by Willie in 1921. It is a private club. It is a par 70 with 18 holes. It's hosted 6 Connecticut Open Championships, as well as 14 Connecticut Amateur Championships, as well as New England Amateur. Next up is the North Course at Olympia Fields Country Club in Illinois. The course was built in 1915, and it's hosted the U.S. Open in 2003 as well as in 1928. It's hosted the PGA Championship in 1925 and as well as 1961. It's hosted the U.S. Senior Open in 1997, and is also a private course, 36 holes, and the North Course is a par 70. The final course that I'm presenting is the Penn State Golf Courses here in State College. So in 1922, Willie Park Jr. added in an additional 9 holes to the already 9-hole facility at the time. Back then, it was called the College Golf Course, not the Penn State Golf Course that we know today. And as we know, it's the white course. The blue course was added in years later and is a public facility, 36 holes, and is a par 72.